Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. In this video, we're going to go through 5 very important, high value, high income skills that I wish every Muslim entrepreneur to develop in 2025, including myself. These are things I will be working on too. So let's get straight into it. Number 1 is all about understanding and leveraging AI, particularly learning how to prompt ChatGPT. We can benefit immensely as business owners from this absolute wonder. We can make our processes faster, we can automate a lot of things, we can research more powerfully than ever before. We can use ChatGPT to create things faster, to create higher volume of things. This is something you can't afford to miss out on. There are studies and predictions already that businesses that fail to adopt artificial intelligence in their businesses will get left behind. So AI, generally speaking, can be quite a minefield. There's so many different types of AI automations and things. Let's just focus on ChatGPT and using that to its fullest potential. And let's aim to do that in this coming year, inshallah. The next skill is going to be emotional intelligence. We live in times where the technology around us is progressing really fast. And as that happens, this is becoming more and more rare. This is going to become more and more valuable. So as we grow our businesses, we want to do that with the best possible quality relationships. These are going to become absolutely priceless in a world dominated by technology, artificial intelligence, and automations, and all of that stuff. So let us focus on learning how do we increase our EQ, not IQ, EQ, our emotional quotient. We want to become better communicators. We want to be able to regulate our emotions and be receptive and sensitive to other people's emotions, inshallah. So definitely make this a top priority for 2025. The next high value skill that we need to learn is leverage. Leverage simply means to be able to get a large outcome with a minimal input. And the most simplistic and beautiful way of showing what leverage is imagine a young child trying to move a massive rock. Without any kind of leverage, it will be very difficult. The moment you bring a long stick with a pivot, it's now possible to use some kind of leverage and move this rock on. So how do we do this in business? There's actually 10 different ways of leverage that can be utilized in business. I have a whole module on this in our Baraka Circle that you can go and watch for free. And we want to be able to have a 10x output compared to our input. Let me give you an example, and that will explain to you why and demonstrate to you why this is so important. So an example that I can give you from our own journey is leveraging other people's money. A point came in our property business where we were getting a lot of deals. We didn't have enough capital to service each deal and have enough money to pay for the makeover and the furniture for each new property that we were being offered. So here is where we needed to find a solution, and the solution was simple. We don't have enough capital, let's use someone else's capital. This is financial leverage, capital leverage. And what that allows us to do is to now, because we have this leverage, we can technically do 50 times more volume that we would have done without the leverage. So in 2025, I want us Muslim entrepreneurs to become obsessed with leverage. How do we get more output with less input? And the first place to start is actually learning what leverage is. So do your own research. Like I mentioned, we have 10 different types of leverage that I explain with examples in our Baraka Circle, which is part of the advantage method that I teach to help entrepreneurs triple their business whilst actually working 30% less. The fourth skill, storytelling. This is something I'm gonna spend a lot of time this year to master, because this is one of the most powerful ways of communicating something to an audience. If you really think about it, the Quran is full of stories. Why is that? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in His scripture to us, the guidebook, the manual to life, He included loads of stories, because this is how our brains like to take information. From the beginning of time, people have learned through stories. So how can you implement this in your business? Whether you're a CEO, you're a content creator, you're a coach, you're a restaurant owner, how can you master this skill to get your message out there? I'm trying to learn this and implement it in my content, in my public lectures, in my talks, videos, even when I'm speaking to my team. How can I get them galvanized through me telling a story to make my point? Definitely one that we should learn together, inshallah. Okay, last but not least, number 5. This is a big one. Something that we are unfortunately losing, and it's discipline and focus. We live in times where there are so many distractions, so many pieces of information, pieces of content, adverts, opportunities, ideas. We're being bombarded 24/7, literally 24/7. How do we make sure that we can keep the discipline and the focus to keep moving forward and not get derailed or detract? That is going to be something I'm going to work on very seriously this year. Focus is absolutely critical. We meet many entrepreneurs regularly, and they're doing way too many things, and they're not able to move forward because they're distracted, they're spread thinly over many different things. We didn't make any major business progress, like 7 figures, 8 figures. This was only possible through focus. We didn't achieve that by doing many different things. It was doing something that works over and over and over and over and over and over and over. So in 2025, let us become masters of discipline. And that includes when we sleep, how much we sleep, what we eat, what we give our attention to, what we stay away from as well as what we say no to when in terms of focus, maintaining focus on a micro level, on a day-to-day, and also on a macro level in terms of opportunities coming our way, being able to say no, like many billionaires teach us, that being able to say no is a superpower. So these are the 5 top high value skills that I think Muslim entrepreneurs need to focus on in 2025. I certainly will be doing so. And inshallah, let us have an incredible year with Allah's grace and tawfiq. Let's grow our businesses. Let's become a force for good, and let's benefit people at scale. Until the next video, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.